Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nova War.
And Maximus tired.
Yes, it has been 9 hours. 8.5, 9 hours of straight live stream casting. This is another fan game sent in by a generous donator, I believe.
Yep.
Sir, you want to do me a favor?
Yes.
I don't want to ask too much from you.
Okay.
But it would be very nice if you could hit me up with that noise.
Sure.
Alright. Up here on the right-hand side of the top position here on Shatter Temple is Jman. And down in the bottom left is a guy that you see walking the streets of Spryfield quite often, Guywithabat.
Yup. That happens quite often here in the ghetto.
500 block. Don't walk through it at night.
He's got a bat.
Yep.
Oh my god, he's got a bat! So yes, this is a regular Joe's game. If you want to have your games casted like this, d2dgamer.com is where you want to be. You better be a subscriber of this channel or you might just die. You might just fall and die.
We did a study.
Yeah.
Scientifically proven, actually.
Yeah.
6 in 10 people die if they don't subscribe and watch our stuff.
No, absolutely. It was even on that show,
Doctors.
No. What's that game show? With the surveys.
Family Feud?
Family Feud. It was even on Family Feud.
Really?
Yeah, on last week's episode it said, 100 people surveyed, what happens when you're not a subscriber to Lifesaglitchtv.
The number one answer was you die.
Was death. That's all it said, was just death. And that was it. There was only one answer.
Family Feud, number one source for all of your scientific needs.
Yep. Alright, and back to the game. What do we... Oh, look at this.
Guywithabat putting down a really early proxy pylon, which means he may be trying to get up and... well, no, he's not cannon rushing.
Nope. He is just saying, hey, I'm going to proxy you, and look at this. This guy... Oh, he's beating it. Oh, well, you know...
No, he's just putting it there to stop a fast expansion if it happens.
It usually doesn't really happen.
Not that early.
Not when you're approaching... Like, by the time he's gonna expand, he's gonna have enough to kill that in 2 seconds.
That's really not... I mean, sure.
He's not Zerg.
No, he's not.
But yeah, no, not a whole lot going on, and it looks like 3 barracks going down already, getting all the way aggressive with his barracks. No gas whatsoever. He also stopped production on his SCVs. He is, it looks like he might be just going all in for a big-ass marine attack, but this guy's got a bat, and I can tell you right now...
Bats beat Marines?
Yeah, in the face.
Yes.
And it hurts, especially in the legs. It crippled them. And be sour.
I've never been personally hit with a bat in the legs, have you?
No, I got hit in the face.
I remember that.
Remember that story.
That went all the way bad.
Yeah, we were playing baseball in my backyard, because my backyard was so big and all. But there's a buddy of mine. He's just this big idiot, and every single time he took a swing with the baseball bat, he chucked it. Like, he just chucked it behind him. And I told him, "Don't you do it again? I'm beating you. I'm gonna beat you with the bat." And he literally, the next swing, he swung it and flung it, and it hit me right in the jaw.
Yep.
And he ran for the hills. Run to the hills. Run to the hills.
It's run for your life, for the love of sweet mother of God. Get the second part right.
Whatever, run him. I don't care.
Son of a bitch.
I don't care. Anyways, back
what
to
is this?
Starcraft.
What is this even looking like? Is this looking like 4 racks or 5 racks? What is this? It's a 3 rack something. Down back at Guywithabat's base, we are looking at absolutely nothing out of the ordinary. It's seeming like it's going to be a 3-gate robo or a 4-gate. Does he have warp gate technology going right now? It looks like he does. He does. He is not chronoing.
He's not chronoing. He's got a lot of chronos sitting up here.
Lots of chronoing. He's still chronoing probes instead of chronoing Cyberman's core. At that point, you've probably already chronoed out enough probes for your opening, and you should be focusing on getting your warp gate as fast as possible.
Wow. J-Man can totally see this pylon right now. I'm trying to figure out why he hasn't moved any of these Marines over just to kill that.
He's probably not even paying attention right now, but what he is doing is building what seems to be... Is that another barracks or... No, it's a command center.
Yep.
It is a command center, so he's getting ready to expand. So it's a 3 racks fast expand.
Yep. He is expanding, but he still only has 18 SCVs. And there you go, finally killing that pylon. There we go. And there's one thing that really, really bugs me is
only one.
Well, this really bugs me. Is when a player expands too early.
Okay.
Now, I'm all for getting a fast expansion really taking things to the mid game.
You have to do it very specifically if you're going to do it.
Absolutely, and a lot of new players have this problem where they think you fast expand, you're better. You're a better player. You hear it all the time. All the pro casters, even ourselves, are like, when you attack, expand, 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 expand. That is the name of StarCraft, and that's what it is. But at the same time, you can really put yourself in a shitty situation if you expand too early. He isn't fully saturating. He's now building his SCVs, yes, but a lot of the time is you should really continuously be building your SCVs, probes, or drones. That way, when you have your expansion, you can do that quick transfer over. Even though you may be oversaturated up here, you can still transfer those drones, SCVs, or probes, and it'll help you out in the long run instead of rushing right in.
Yeah, you definitely can expand too early. I don't think this is a case of expand too early. I just think it's a case of bad macro up to the point of expansion by Jman here. He didn't, he's had a lot of money this whole time. He's sitting on 400 minerals currently right now. He's doing nothing but Marines and Marauders. He should have more units right now before this expansion goes down, but this expansion is down nevertheless. He's going to have some SCVs probably migrating here pretty soon because he does have reasonable, if we look real quick at his income, 28 harvesters, so he does have at least 4, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have any harvesters to bring over right now because he's just at roughly peak saturation is the word I'm looking for right now at his main, so he doesn't necessarily need to bring over anybody. He could bring it over anyway and continue to build SCVs at both of his command centers, but right now he needs to be focusing on spending that money just as well. I wanted to say
Look
AJ.
At his macro.
J-Man's macro is hurting pretty hard right now, and I'm not exactly sure why.
It's Guywithabat.
Guywithabat. It's hurting pretty hard. I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's because he's waiting for this. He's probably watching his warp prism go all the way up right now, which, a lot of players, when if they're lower level, they get in that bad habit.
Oh,
if
I
they're
even
flying,
get
I do as well. Yeah, you watch your unit cross the map, and then by the time you get up to the other side, you go, oh crap, I've got a ton of minerals and gas. My resources are huge. You can be building guys the whole time, bring them up, and do a two-prong attack if this is what you're aiming to do.
Yep.
So don't get caught in that trap. But right now, see, because all that's happening, he's still got all this money. Because you can't build more than 4. If you have 4 warp gates, you gotta wait until they, get their charge back.
Absolutely.
And so just keep building back in your own base.
I don't know if I like. Okay, there's one mistake that a lot of players make. I'm all for being sneaky and being creative. This is great, but you don't want to commit too much into this because what happens is, sure, yeah, okay, you're gonna come over here, you're gonna do some damage. J-Man can do one of two things. He can go up there, protect himself, fend it off, or he can say, all right, screw it. I'm going to lift this off. I'm going to lift all this off. I'm going to go over here, over to my planetary fortress, and all is good. And then all he needs to do is take all of his units and run down and counter. And since he is committing so much into this corner, he has nothing back at home to protect his base, and then he ends up being dead.
Yeah, he does have very few units back in base, only a couple of stalkers right now, which really should have been up here to help with this attack at the moment, but he's just going to move all of his SCVs off. He does have a planetary fortress down there. That's going to be more than enough to handle any of this threat along with these units, but he's got to be careful. J-Man doesn't want to run them in single file like that, because if he runs in single file, he's going to get absolutely destroyed, and here they come.
Why is he not attack? There you go.
He definitely could have had a couple of SCVs in here for a meat shield real quick to get
Why
the
are you
advantage.
running?
Don't headbutt, don't headbutt, don't headbutt.
Oh my god, that was the worst. Oh my god, that was so bad.
These guys, okay, let's be honest. If we look at this, these guys are probably at the silver or gold level of play right now. And so there's, when you do attack A, sometimes people don't attack A. They just click into fights like that, and it can be a big issue. But right now, J-Man's going to have to retreat and go down to his planetary fortress and hope for the best. He has Sim City right now with these barracks.
You want to know what the problem is, Adam?
What?
And I already said this, is he expanded too early. And it's not that he expanded too early, but in his situation, though, that money should have went into making units. He had this small little armory, but look at this. He has 50 barracks. You're not spending any of your money. You're just sure, it's great. You're doing a great job at your economy, but where is your money going? You're in trouble here.
Yeah, so the thing that you want to keep in mind next time for this, J-Man, if ever J-Man picks up on this, is essentially if you can't be constantly producing with the unit producing facilities that you already have non-stop and keep your economy down, when you get to the point where you can't do that and your money is or your resources are going beyond your production rate, that is when you add an extra barracks. It is not I have 2,000 minerals, I need to build more barracks. It's only when you're non-stop building from everything. That includes SCVs, that includes research, that includes your production facilities. That is what you have to be keeping an eye out for. It's something that a lot of lower level players have a lot of trouble with, deciding when to build more production facilities. And as we saw right now, Jman probably just saw that he had a bunch of money, and now he's in a really bad situation. Luckily, planetary fortresses can do huge amounts of damage, and so Guywithabat's just going to go back up here and do a bunch of damage to all of his supply depots.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't back off there a little sooner. He took some serious punishment there. Pardon me, had to burp, because I've been drinking so much Pepsi all day. He took a lot of punishment there. He lost a lot of Zealots, he lost a lot of Stalker. I mean, he's still in great shape. He obviously has this game in the bag, but at the same time, wow,
Yeah, when you're up against a planetary fortress, unless you're doing a huge amount of damage per second, if there's any repairing going on, you might as well just back off and go back later on. Just do as much damage away from that planetary fortress as possible, because as you can see right now, a lot of these production facilities are wide open for the taking, as that barracks is right now, and he can get away with attacking that planetary fortress as it stands, so he can do that.
He left.
Oh, he left.
J-Man left. Great.
Great. All right, so moral of the story for this game, guys, is that if you're a lower level player, I know we say always be spending your money, but when it comes to producing units, when you have unit producing facilities like the barracks or gateways or anything, and you're looking at your money and you see you have a lot of money, always be building out of every production facility that you have all at the same time. And once your minerals and gas go above that, and you can't keep minerals down by using the current facilities that you have, then build another one and add it on that way. That is how you have to do it. You can't just keep building SimCity here like J-Man did and go with it that way.
And also, I don't want to give people the wrong advice. You know, he did a good. It was a good length of time to expand as a Terran, especially that the Protoss had one base.
Yeah.
Just in his specific incident or situation, the way that he was using his money, how he had all these barracks and stuff. It was not the proper time to do it. You should have been working about getting his army up.
And expanding is a thing that takes a lot of practice.
Yep.
I still suck at choosing expansion times, but it's something that you're looking to keep an eye out for. That's your main thing for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. The main thing to take away for you lower level players is, be careful when you're building extra unit producing facilities.
Spend your money.
Spend your money wisely. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Novobor.
And your boy, Maximus BLAC, double K.
Black Peace out.
Peace.